Hey guys, it's Brandon, aka B.Rich Beauty, aka your beauty best friend. Happy Friday, y'all! Phaedra Parks is returning to reality TV. We're going to do a little bit of a Golden Globes recap. And why is the internet upset with Eddie Murphy? Well, we're talking about that and a lot more. You know what to do. Grab your tea, grab your beverage. Let go! Beauty Bestie, happy Friday, and thank God it's Friday. Y'all, we made it to the end of another week, and I hope your week has been good to you. I apologize if you're watching me in 4K. There's lint all over this shirt, child. I could not find me a lint roller, so y'all just gonna have to deal with it today. And I look real juicy. I just saw myself on camera. I'm like, I look real juicy and glowy. This melanated magic is glowing today, and it is okay. It's the skincare, y'all. I've been using the new MAC Hype Real skincare, and it has my skin feeling so plump, so juicy, and so hydrated, and I'll take it. Stay tuned because y'all going to get a little bit of an in-depth video this Sunday talking about the new MAC Hyper Real skincare. That's right, because that's what I'm doing on this week, on this good old weekend, is filming some content. I actually head to LA next week for the MAC Hyper Real event, and so I'm going to film some content this weekend so you guys can learn a little bit more about the skincare, because I really do like it, and just kind of like hang out and lounge out, you know. This was my first week back to the 9 to 5 from vacation, and y'all know how sometimes you need a vacation from the vacation? That's me. So I'm going to spend my weekend trying to do very little as much as possible. But y'all ready for these hot topics? Let's do it. Well, speaking of vacation, Microsoft is officially offering their employees unlimited time off. Now, we realize that this is not a new concept. If I'm not mistaken, I think Google offers all employees unlimited vacation. But here's my thing. Sign me up. Where do I sign up? Okay? Because all I need is my computer and an Isle of Capri. All I need is my computer and some Wi-Fi on a boat. Or in Cape Town. And that's not even taking time off. That's just me not having to report into somebody's office. And I think for me, it's the flexibility of it all. And don't get me wrong, during the height of the Pandarosa, the pandemic, and the Panasonic, y'all, people was working from all across the country, all different types of time zones. But as business is returning back to normal, people are going back into the office. Now, the people are in the comments talking about this is a Jedi mind trick. They feel like this is a scam, that if you give employees unlimited time off, they're going to actually take less time off because they don't want to seem like they're abusing it and or feel like they're not being as productive. My question to you all is, what are your thoughts here? If your job said you have unlimited time off, would your productivity decrease? Would you show up for work, or would you not even take the necessary amount of time off that you probably should have if you had a designated bucket of vacation time? Because I know for most of us, especially me, you know, I got a 9 to 5. I have X amount of days off for vacation, X amount of days off for holidays, X amount of days off for, you know, personal days, etc., right? And I make sure, and I actually sometimes struggle to take them all based off of how busy my life could be. But I know for me, if I had unlimited time off, I would use my benefit, not abuse my benefit. So y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about this whole unlimited time off. And I feel like more businesses should do it. You may actually see an increase in productivity. But y'all let me know. Well, beauty besties, how many of y'all are Phaedra Parks fans? The mortician lawyer is now being taken out of timeout full time. And the word on the curb is that she will be joining reality TV again full time. Now, y'all know Phaedra got put into timeout when she had that whole falling out between Candy and accusing of Candy of allegedly trying to drug Portia, and then coming back saying that, you know, she was only repeating what she heard from the producers, and therefore it got real nice nasty and less nice, but a lot of nasty, and she got fired. And so we saw Phaedra stick her foot back in the reality TV pool, especially on Bravo, when she did her guest appearance for Real Housewives of Dubai. And then Bravo put her on the Ultimate Girls Trip, Ex-Wives Club. And now I heard, that's right, I heard that Bravo actually approached her to come back to Real Housewives of Atlanta, but her asking price was too high. Y'all know that they was not going to pay, and I don't know what Phaedra was asking, but y'all know Atlanta's cast is already a very high-paying cast, with Kandi being the highest paid, so they probably couldn't afford her even if they wanted to while Kandi is still there. Not to mention, I kind of wanted to see and would love to see how this drama would play out if she was physically coming back and Kandi actually still was there. Because, you know, Kandi keeps swearing that if she comes back, she's leaving and she refuses to work with Phaedra. Well, Phaedra is now heading on over to Married to Medicine. You know, Phaedra's been very cloak and dagger lately about who she's dating, but apparently, word on the curb across the street from your grandmama's house is that she's been dating a doctor. And so apparently, with her dating this doctor for over a year now, it qualifies her to be on Married to Medicine, which really should be dating a medicine in her case. Now, here's my thing. Atlanta Housewives couldn't afford Phaedra, but Married to Medicine can. I just don't feel like, I don't know what the girls are getting paid at Married to Medicine, but I feel like this is kind of a lateral move with a little bit of a pay decrease for Phaedra. And for all the Married to Medicine fans, because y'all know I don't watch this, y'all school me if it's not. But I can foresee Quad and Phaedra kikiing, because here's what I will say. As much as Phaedra irks my nerves, I love her little ghetto bougetto self, her fabulosity cloaked in Southern charm and a little bit of country demeanor. And now we will see her Southern antics again, her fabulous premeditated reads, because, you know, Miss Mama's a lawyer, her quick wit, and these wigs these days that she's been rocking, looking all fabulous and fierce. Bring back this country fabulousness to my television screen. But I can't wait to see how this plays out on Married to Medicine and how Phaedra will interact with the Married to Medicine cast as well, especially with, you know, Phaedra having all these multiple jobs of her being a lawyer and a mortician, and you got all these doctors and doctors' wives. So we shall see. And will the boyfriend be on the show? Because she hasn't even really revealed who she's dating, but now she's joining Married to Medicine because she has, you know, an association by dating somebody. I need to see this man. What is this man a doctor of? Is he doing checkups, gynecology, prostate exams? What is he doing? We need to see the kind of doctor. Is he oncology, like podiatry? I don't know. I'm just throwing out all types of professions that come to my mind. I need to see this and Phaedra and this man. But are y'all excited to see Phaedra come back to reality TV? Y'all let me know. And how can I forget? We're talking about Phaedra coming back because she's dating a doctor. Did y'all see that apparently her ex-con of a husband, Apollo, has gotten remarried to the girlfriend that he was dating when he was in jail that showed up awkwardly at Kandi's restaurant opening premiere? That girl. So apparently they snuck away and got married a little bit earlier last year, and now they're making it official this year. The timing feels very coincidental, especially now that they've announced Phaedra's returning back to reality TV full time. But congratulations, Apollo. Love after lockup is a real thing. And congratulations, whatever her name is, for your catch. Let's move on. All right. So did y'all watch the Golden Globes? Now, for those that may not follow me on Instagram, what y'all doing with y'all lives? And if you don't follow me on Instagram, you really should. It's B.Rich_beauty on Instagram. But I decided that, you know, as I was watching the Golden Globes, I decided to do a few Insta stories as, you know, celebrities were winning. You know, I just like in the words of Issa Rae, I root for everybody that's black. And y'all know the Golden Globes is you know, it's awarded, and there's a board, the Hollywood Foreign Press, that nominates and votes on who the winner should be. And Golden Globes has been under heat for the last couple of years because, one, lack of diversity, and two, there was some alleged misconduct, internal allegations that was just flying around. So, seeing how the Golden Globes had never had a black host before, and, you know, black people rarely win a Golden Globe, the fact that they had a black host made me want to tune in. And not to mention, there's been some really great, you know, projects that have come out last year that deserve Golden Globes. And so they hired Gerard Carmichael, who's a black gay comedian. By the way, just because I'm one of the gays doesn't necessarily mean I follow all the gays. And so I really don't know much of his work. I really don't know, like, his brand of comedy. But it's interesting because they hired him, and from what I could see, his comedy is a little bit more satirical, right? which then makes his opening monologue feel a little uncomfortable because in his opening monologue, he took the moment to really call out and stare down the white elephant in the room. And the white elephant was the lack of diversity, previous years, the allegations, and the fact that he was there because he was black and gay, and he ticked more than one box. Listen, sir, get in where you fit in. But it was uncomfortable because you could tell that the people in the audience didn't know what to really laugh at. And so, you know, here's the thing about a host when you're hosting any award show. It's a hard job because you're trying to now cater to multiple people in a room, multiple types of personalities, and also people watching as well. So people have been giving him a lot of flack, be saying that he was really bad at hosting. You know, the Golden Globes had the record low in terms of viewership, but who's really tuning in for award shows these days anyways? But what he did really well was surf great fashion. Some of his commentary was funny. You know, he made a joke about Whitney Houston that didn't land too well for a lot of people. And y'all know, as a fan of Nippy, I kind of laughed because some things just are funny. And I try not to take things too serious. But let's talk about the winners, right? And I'm going to give y'all a highlight of the winners because this is what I was talking about on my Instagram story. Angela Bassett won. Now, Angela Bassett said she had not won a Golden Globe since 1994 for What's Love Got to Do with It, and we know she earned that award. She also earned this award because she won for Best Supporting Actress for Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. Not to mention, it made her the very first person to win a major award for any Marvel movie. Crazy, right? Angela's dress, check, looked amazing. Angela's speech, check. Very heartfelt and touching. And, you know, Angela can talk to me all day and all night out of a book and I would be fine with it. Angela's lip color, gorgeous. Angela's makeup, old school Hollywood. Here's my two issues with Angela Bassett and this look. Who put this Katherine Jackson wig on Angela Bassett, where the baby hairs are down to here, the hair looks plastic and looks like she can't be next to open flame, and this wig looks like it came from the set. Y'all know she played Katherine Jackson in the Jackson 5 movie back in the day, and even with the current Katherine Jackson, Angela Bassett wig looked like this. I want to know what Black Hair Council violation took place and who signed off on this wig. Not to mention, as much as I love this old school Hollywood makeup on Angela Bassett, she looks a little cool. And through the lens of a fellow makeup artist, I would say she almost looked a little bit casket ready. It might be because of how the television looked, but I felt like she needed a little bit more warmth on the perimeters, a little bit more contour, a little bit more sculpting, just to kind of warm her up and she wouldn't look so gray. But overall, y'all can't take away anything from Angela Bassett. She really is the greatest of all times. She's a real life GOAT, okay? Now, moving on, Jennifer Coolidge. I don't know about y'all, but I've fallen in love with Jennifer Coolidge thanks to White Lotus. And if y'all never seen White Lotus season 1 and 2, you're missing out. She reminds me of the quirky aunt that's just all over the place. And I love the fact that she won for White Lotus. Her acceptance speech was all over the place, like the Richter scale. But it dawned on me that with her, and by the way, her makeup looks really pretty. And I feel like it's appropriate for her face shape and her features and everything else. But it just dawned on me, don't she look like she could be Adele's mama? Y'all, hear me out. And I'm not being funny, but I'm being real. Between this high hair and the way her face shape and her makeup is, even whether Adele is skinny or fuller figure, I love Adele on all sides, but Jennifer Coolidge and her antics look like she could be related to Adele. Y'all let me know what y'all think. And as a side note, I would be remiss if we didn't talk about Eddie Murphy and Ryan Murphy being, not related by the way, being honored at the Golden Globes. First of all, I love me Ryan Murphy's crazy ass brain. From Dahmer to American Horror Story to Glee. Like, Ryan Murphy is in it to win it, and he's brought us great entertainment. Hollywood on Netflix, like Nurse Ratched. Like, he's brought us great entertainment on television, no matter how creepy it is or what. But I appreciate the fact that Ryan Murphy not only took his moment of his acceptance speech, excuse me, but he took that time to accept but honor the queer people of color that he has worked with, that he has given a voice to, and he called them the Billy Porters, he called out the MJ Rodriguez, he called out the Jeremy Pope, the Niecy Nash, and gave us a little bit of their stories because oftentimes we would not have seen them on major television, right? And I appreciate that from Ryan Murphy. Second of all, Eddie Murphy, I mean, it's Eddie Murphy. The fashion for Eddie, I know that, you know, people have their own style. I feel like even though Eddie always looks well polished and put together, I could have used a little bit more razzle-dazzle on Eddie's lapel or something if he was not going to wear a tie. But Eddie left us with a blueprint to success at the end of his speech, which was pay your taxes, mind your business, and keep Will Smith's wife's name out of your mouth, okay? And so I thought it was a great way for Eddie to blend his humor into his acceptance speech, but apparently the folks on the internet streets are upset with Eddie Murphy because he made a Will Smith joke. And now specifically, Tyrese made a tweet saying that he doubles down on supporting Will Smith. He's seen Emancipation 3 times. I don't know why you want to be traumatized 2 more times. I haven't even seen Emancipation yet. I want to see it, but you know, watching slave movies or some type of, you know, atrocity against black people over and over again does something to me. But he's like, people need to move on, and you know, the joke that Eddie Murphy made was just poor taste, blah, blah, blah. But you know what's crazy? Who came to Eddie Murphy's defense with all this against Tyrese? RayJ. That's how you know RayJ ain't got nothing better to do. RayJ want to talk about leave Eddie Murphy alone. He's a great, and you're not on his level. And basically, let's square up if you want to continue to argue with me about this in these streets. RayJ, sit down somewhere. Figure out what's happening with your marriage and your kids over there. And Tyrese, it's not that serious. It's really not. Like, Will did what he did, and people are going to continue to talk about it and laugh about it and make puns and jokes about it for as long as it's relevant. So what is the purpose of you getting your panties in a bunch, Tyrese? For no reason. Okay? Honorable mentions, because I know we talked about women, but I can't forget these 2 men. Coleman Domingo, that man in his suit, he could wear a potato sack, child, and I'd be like, yes, Coleman Domingo, black on black on black, black and melanated magic, black and black excellence. First of all, Coleman Domingo looked amazing in his suit. And Henry Golden from Crazy Rich Asian looked amazing as well, wearing Giorgio Armani. And I think Coleman Domingo was wearing Dolce & Gabbana, along with Jeremy Pope. Jeremy Pope wore this beautiful black all-leather suit. Child, that man can also wear a scratch piece of paper and he'd be fine in it. Now, side note, before I move on out of the Golden Globes, congratulations to Quinta Brunson and the Abbott Elementary team. They won 3 awards. Quinta won an award. Tyler James Williams won an award. I think that's his name, from Everybody Hates Chris. Great suit for him too, by the way. I'm loving this high-waisted crop jacket moment he was doing. And then the show won overall. Oh, and Niecy Nash, baby, and her purple, like the color purple. Where do it come from? Ms. Mama was wearing that outfit. Ms. Mama was serving in that outfit. She had a cute little bob type of wig hairstyle on. Is it considered a bob? And I'm going to tell you one thing. I don't know what was going on, but it also looked like a shake and go with a little bit of flips. Shirley Ralph looked amazing in her sequins. Another straight shake and go. Side note, I'm going to have to write a letter to the Black Hair Council or something for this award season, because we can't be doing nothing but shake and goes for these black actresses in Hollywood, honey. We need to make sure these wigs looking good, okay? But before I move on, what y'all think about the commentary for Golden Globes? Should I take this show on the road and do it for award season? Because you know, award season is just starting. I could do more of these. Y'all let me know if y'all want more of these award show commentary and recaps for fashion and makeup, okay? Now, moving on. Oh, my sweet gherkins. How did Lisa Marie Presley just die like 2 days later after attending the Golden Globes? Condolences to Priscilla Presley and the Presley family. Lisa Marie Presley, for those that may not know, is the one and only child between Priscilla Presley and Elvis Presley, and she died from cardiac arrest this week. She was just at the Golden Globes with her and her mama, and they were with Austin Butler, who won for his portrayal as Elvis in the Elvis movie. But I tell you, life is short and life is fleeting. Y'all better hug, love, and squeeze on somebody, okay? And on that note, guys, I got to go. You know what to do. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, and leave me a comment. Most importantly, check the notifications and make sure they're turned on so you don't miss out on all this good old melanated magic sugar. Who loves you? I do. Have a great weekend and tell somebody you love them. Bye.